Good morning, my loves. Happy Wednesday. It's about 5 a.m. here at the lake this morning, and we have a really good response about talking about families and kids in school and all of that. So we're going to continue with this a little bit. Today's topic is my child would never. Oh, honey, please. Your child nevered like he nevered before, and we all know it. How many parents get the call from school, from a neighbor, from a friend? Your child broke a window, your child cheated on a test, your child pushed another child, called another child a name, he did something. And if you're smart, I mean, honestly, it's, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I'll be right there. That's, for me, that would be the typical response. But so often we see and hear, my child would never. Seriously? You think? You really think? The parent goes to school. The child has acted up at school. And now in schools, there's cameras. So you have it on camera. You have witnesses. Excuse me. That your child pushed another child, was rude to another child. Maybe they hit a teacher. Maybe they were acting out. I know you want to think your child is perfect, but let us be realistic. Kids are kids. And when dealing with kids and their peers, they do things for a bazillion different reasons. Maybe they're trying to prove themselves as funny. Maybe they want everybody to think that they're cool. Maybe they're trying to prove themselves to upperclassmen. Maybe they were dared. Maybe they're just rude. Maybe they learned this behavior from mom and dad. But keep an open mind. If your child is the victim of all of this, keep an open mind. Now, I am a mama bear to the deepest core of my bones. And if somebody did something to my child, it was not wise because, yeah, it wasn't good. But I have learned through the years to mellow and to keep an open mind. Find out the whole story. Did your child provoke? Was your child just an innocent victim and was suddenly attacked? That happens. Is your child a victim of being a bully? Being bullied, being made fun of? Find out what's going on. The yawning is going to get better, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So find out the whole story. If you can, when you meet with the school, if possible, meet with the parents of the other child. It would be so nice if everybody could sit down calmly and talk. Don't be aggressive. Don't start accusing, name calling, getting out of control. Let's get to the root of the problem. And working together with the school, we can do that. Watch the videos. Listen to what the witnesses had to say. Don't give them the third degree. They're just telling you what they saw, their perspective, what they think, what they see. So you have to keep an open mind. Not everybody is out to get your child. Not everybody's trying to take sides. So we need to get to the root of the problem. If you are finding out that your child is a bit of a stinker, that your child is acting out in class, apologize for what your child's doing. If you can, have your child apologize. And then go home. Don't go home and beat the hell out of your kid. That's not going to prove anything other than you're violent. And you're teaching your child that violence is an answer, and it's not. Have a discussion. Talk to your child. Why do you feel the need to be like this? You may get the, I don't know, you may get the shrug, but eventually they're going to talk to you. When they feel safe enough, they're going to talk. And I want you to believe them. If they say they're trying to get somebody's attention, they think that they're funny, it makes other kids laugh, they see other kids do it, they're just mimicking other kids, it was a dare, believe your child. Believe them. When they're being honest with you, believe them. Don't put reasons in their head. Don't say, did somebody dare you? Did so-and-so tell you to do this? No, 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 no. Let them tell you what's in their heart. Let them come to you and tell you and believe them. Let them feel safe. Explain to them this is inappropriate. We don't behave like this. You know we don't behave like this. There's no reason for you to behave like this. It's not funny. I don't care that other kids laugh. It isn't funny. You hurt somebody's feelings. Remember when XYZ happened to you? You didn't think it was funny. You cried. It made you feel really bad. That's what you're doing to so-and-so. We don't do this. Talk to your child. If your child needs intervention, if your child needs to see a psychologist, okay, that's fine. Maybe your child has aggression issues. Maybe your kid has some issues that you weren't aware of. Maybe there's some underlying learning disabilities that they're trying to cover up. Maybe they're having trouble reading. Maybe they're dyslexic. Maybe they can't see the board. But instead of admitting their shortcomings, they act out. Get to the root of the problem. But please, don't start in with, my child would never, because your child may have. If, on the other hand, you're the victim, you're the parent of the victim, don't be rude and angry. Try to be understanding, because you're going to get further cooperating than you are being an ass about things. And it could just as easily be your child next time. Keep that in mind. Work together with the school. If you feel the need to move your child to a different classroom, and the administration approves it, fine. That's your prerogative. But you need to teach your child that this is part of life. There's going to be bullies in life and how to deal with them. I was bullied, and it took many, many years to learn how to deal with them appropriately. So you can't run from problems. You have to sit with them, figure them out, and deal with them head on. And talk to the parents of the other child. Don't be mean to them. Don't be rude. You can have a dialogue. You can sit down and work through this together. But please, don't be one of the parents that says, my child would never do that. You just don't like him. You hate him. You've hated him from the first day of school. Really? Think about your child's behavior. Think about your behavior. Is your child exhibiting the same behavior at school that he's seeing at home? Because kids live what they learn. So if they're learning to be aggressive, if they see this at home, if they see disrespect at home, they see pushing and shoving at home, they see violence at home, they're going to live that in their everyday life. They're going to exhibit that at school, on the playground. So before you start saying, my child would never, take a look at yourself. Take a look at your family, your household. Aggression and violence are not the norm. Just take a serious look at the situation. Work with the school, work with the families, because together, kids can have a bright, brilliant future. And every child is worthy of feeling safe and loved, especially at home and at school. That's where they are most of the time. And they should be able to feel safe around their schoolmates. Just something to think about. And as far as the yawning, I have a pacemaker. I've had it for years. And my pacemaker battery is getting low, which means my heart rate is extremely low, which means I'm tired, which means I yawn. And I'm getting a new one today. I'm leaving for the hospital in like 15 minutes to get a new pacemaker. So the yawning should get better, I hope. It's annoying. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon.